A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Let's go now. Kick to Pittsburgh. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
They'll go with Darius Geis, who missed all of 2018 with injury. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
At the 32-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Squeeze, double. Check.
Geis. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. They'll run with Geis. And Geis is going to be stopped short as he did not get the push he needed. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. In for the score as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They go play action here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A Redskin 1st down. The pickup 15 yards.
Redskins
Here's Geis. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now on 2nd and 13. Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Looking deep for into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon Collins. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
Now a leaping catch. He's got it. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. A little tough on the secondary there. In zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback.
And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll try the right side with Elliott. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Hey, kill! 47. We're going to 53. Showing it. Check. Fresno.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Mike 56. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Here we go, 47. 56.
1st down, Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Zerline now for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Cowboys 14, Redskins nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. This is Geis. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Now a run with Geis. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Will tie the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Set, hut, 18 Gator, 54. 65, 65.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
11-yard loss on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Watch out. Go. Mike 54. 54's Mike. Check. Watch. 54. Watch the screen.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lamb. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, using Zeke Elliott in the passing game, that's something Cowboy fans are getting used to. Last year, 77 receptions. And you think back to his rookie season, he had 32 and then 26 his 2nd year. But he's really on the uptick. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Prescott. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
And it's 3rd down.
D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
We're going to 54. Why?
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. Again to tear you up.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Here we go.
56.
Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. Why?
They'll throw again. Prescott. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Ryan Kerrigan able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. On 2nd and goal, Prescott to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
Mike's 56. Go. Check your hot read.
Here's Elliott. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. They've got the comfortable lead. Decision time here. Do they go for it, press their luck?
Listen, if I'm the head coach, I take my headset off. I turn to my defense and say, guess what, guys? We're going for it right here, right now. I want the knockout shot. And if it doesn't happen, you've got my back, don't you? Go get it.
And if you don't get it, the other offense, they've got a long way to go in the other direction. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Taylor Gabriel. His first touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Orbit.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
On the ball.
Now Haskins on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home. And they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Check, Mike, 54.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
54, Mike. 54, Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm going to try.
Right there. 54, right there. Right
Go.
54, Mike.
Know your job.
Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
Time to go. Night. Let it go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Haskins finding Gabriel complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Taylor Gabriel with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Here we go. Slide in.
56, right there, 56.
Hey, me and you all day.
26.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Get in the weight room.
Here we go. 46.
56.
26.
Here's Prescott. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And Zerline's kick is good. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Third and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Double time, double time. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check, check. 3 down, 3 down. Shift, shift.
Here we go, going to 54, going to 54. Line 26.
To the air again, Prescott. Buying time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Deron Payne able to get him for a loss of about 3.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Watch the pass.
Here we go, 46.
56.
26.
56.
Throwing, Prescott.
That's the way.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. They'll hand it down to Geis, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They're going on 4th down. Haskins. And that is going to be incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
They go to Elliott again. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Right there, 56. Let's go, let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. He's cracked.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
There we go. Flying in.
Mike's 56.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
26.
Prescott to throw this time. Over the middle, complete. It's Lamb. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Here's Prescott. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Prescott from the gun. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach. because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. To throw on 2nd and 10. Haskins. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 17 yards that time at a Washington first.
And the Washington Redskins first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hey, eat. Hey, let's get in them holes.
Zoom. 555.
On first down, it's Haskins. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got?
Match box. Mike.
Here we go.
49, check 49, check 49.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Stop your whining.
Second and 10 now. Haskins. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. The Redskins on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And this one hauled in by Will Tye. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They get 20 yards there on 3rd and 19, and an unlikely first down. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Mike.
Throwing again. Haskins. This ball caught by his tight end, Wilson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
53 is the Mike. 53. Check 53. Rip left.
3rd and 2, now Haskins. And he's got Will Tye complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Here we go. Go to base.
Mike.
Hey, I'm coming. What? 64. Here we go.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. Open man is Quinn. He completes it. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 25 yards that time.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Harper. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Blue Dan. 53 is the Mike.
Hassan. Watch the call.
Haskins back to the air. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Keep getting those touchdowns.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Get ready. Get ready.
Looking to throw again on second down. Haskins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The Redskins on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Switch.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Buzz. Be ready. Be ready.
Throwing now. Haskins on 1st down. And he fires one incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever.
53's the
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 56 yards. Looking to throw, Haskins. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Cody Latimer, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Prescott. And this one complete to Reed. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling, but inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Hey, watch that. Check my echo.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Now Haskins on 1st down. Got a man, that's Quinn. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
From midfield now, Haskins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 50-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey.
Prescott now from the 50. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lamb. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Prescott now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st down.
Check.
Well, Prescott here to throw. Flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And that will write a finish to this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Cowboys, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.